You feel the vibe is contagious. Look in your eyes, shit is dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you going through some changes. You taking pictures, know your angles. Ooh, no, we ain't perfect, but we them close. Ooh.
Hi guys.
Welcome
so
back.
We switched up the setup a little. Let's get closer so that we like each other. Hi. Alright. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I guess a bit more serious and we hope a little bit more relatable. So we're going to talk about unemployment.
Who's tired? Some of us had to wake up at 7 in the morning. This filming life is...
It's literally a full-time job.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. So I'll be talking about my experience. So a little while ago, I was working for a pharmaceutical company. Right?
It sounds really fancy now, but yeah.
Yeah. So I was there. I was an assistant store manager for a little bit there, and I didn't mind working there. I didn't mind doing what I was doing. I didn't mind working those shifts, and then only on the weekends it was whatever. Like I was still getting paid. I had a job, but yeah, then I was getting sent to other stores to do the same thing, to go over there and close for them on the weekends, and
To clean up rat shit.
there's a lot of unethical things going on. And then I had to top it off. What really did it for me was I had requested like a Sunday off. Then a couple days later they came to me and they was like, hey, I can't give you that day off, and that was it. And then turns out someone else had crossed my name out and then requested the day off, and I was like, hey, I had already asked for this day. They was like, no, that's their day. That's usually their day off. And I was just like, you can't give me one, not even the whole weekend, just a Sunday off. And they were just like, nah. So I was like, at that point I was like, I'm done. And for a little bit I was like, I'm gonna start like applying other places. But once that happened, I was like, you know what, like I'm done. And I was just like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your time. Like, here's my 2 weeks, and I left.
I was gonna say, so I think to kind of put more light to it, I feel like you're making it sound like a really awesome situation. I know it wasn't. We haven't mentioned this, but we both work in human resources right now, and I was in HR when he was working for this other company. So I would kind of hear things, and it's like, as you have a new hire, because he was a new hire, he was new and he was training, it requires a lot of training, development, and investment. And I felt like he was getting none of those things. When he's telling me these things, I'm getting so frustrated because I know how well our managers and our people are treated at my company, and I'm just thinking, where's the miss? To be honest, I mean, the money wasn't even that great either. So there were very little things kind of keeping him interested in the job, keeping me interested in the job, because I think when you're in a relationship, you're both working for these companies because you're a partner and you're equally invested in what you're doing. So when when it came to the point that he's like, I don't want to be here anymore, like I think I'm going to resign, I was 1,000% on board. And I really want to make that clear that I had no hesitations. Obviously I wanted him to kind of stick it out and make it better, but the more you hear about these things, he was kind of like stuck in this really unfortunate environment. So I just wanted to add that.
So my mistake was not having something for me afterwards, I was like, I'll find something quick, like I have this experience, I can use it to get a job. But then I took a little bit of time, like for like a week or two, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just relax, enjoy, and then I'll get to work. And then I started applying, and this time around it was just hard because I wasn't even getting like interviews set up. It was just, I don't know what it was. I was not getting called in. I wasn't getting responses. So it was for a long period of time that went on, and it just didn't work out. So then I started going to like agencies and stuff like that, but they were just offering me like minimum wage jobs, which again, I don't mind working, but when you went to school and got a degree and put in all those hours to to get your degree, it was just I wasn't with it. And it was tough because it was just like, yo, like, do I not have experience? Am I not good? And it was just really, there was one time where I was just like, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do Uber and call it a day. And then finally I had gotten one interview, and it was for human resources. And I don't know, it just happened. It was like right before the new year. And I guess it was just a sign that the next year was going to be good. And, you know, it worked out. And then ever since I got that job, I've been great. Like,
I think, so just to kind of back up a little bit. So this was like a period of about 5 to 6 months that he was like on his job hunt and stuff like that. And I want to be honest, I think this is something that a lot of times a partner doesn't talk about. So like I said, initially I was extremely supportive because I wanted him to be happy and like love where he was working and just feel accomplished at the end of the day. And I think that's so important. So maybe after about 2 months, I was just like, okay, you know, what's going on? Like, why isn't anything coming through? I actually, like, we were working on his resume, on LinkedIn, like all kinds of stuff. Because like I said, it was a partnership. So although I technically still had my job, like my other half didn't. So it was kind of a big deal. And what started happening to me was I was becoming very resentful. And we would have like these petty arguments that had nothing to do with anything really. But when I would think about like, why am I so pissed off? The reality was I was upset that he wasn't working. And I felt really guilty for being upset. You know, it's like, well, how can you be mad or whatever? But I was very frustrated. And I think it was a matter of, you know, I'm tired coming home from work. And it's like, when we're talking about all the fun stuff he's done all day, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. I was just upset. I was really irritated. And I had to have that conversation with him. And I think that was probably like a really hard point in our relationship. It was good that we had these talks. It was really difficult because I'm having this internal struggle. Like, do I say something? Do I not? But I had to tell him, like, I need you to do something. At this point, if it means you are working at, like, the local check cashing place, I need something. Fast forward to now, I think I love that we get to talk about work all the time. I mean, we're in the same field, so we have a lot more in common as far as work goes, but just our goals and what we're trying to do and the things we want to accomplish, it feels really good. And I think it's so important for any of you out there that whether you're unemployed or your partner is, obviously be patient, but be honest. To just really sit back and understand that for those of you, because we didn't mention this, we were recent grads. Like, this is all happening a few months after college. So for those of you that are maybe in a job that you don't love or you're having a hard time finding work, just keep trying. I know that doesn't sound motivating at all, but things will come through. Just be aggressive about it and make applying to jobs your full-time job. We're young, but it doesn't make it suck any less. Like, I would never want to be in that position again. It's not fun. It's very frustrating. And to be straight up, he resigned. So there was no unemployment coming in. Like, this was like bottom of the barrel. So. Yeah.
But yeah, my big suggestion to you is definitely have a plan.
Yeah.
Have a plan B, plan C. Just have something for you afterwards, you know, just because if it doesn't work out, you know, like you can get to this point where you just lost and you don't want to be in that point. So definitely have something aligned. Always. Yeah.
And be confident in your attributes. Like, you know what you bring to the table. So own that.
We've filmed another video already. And I don't know what order it is, but if we've already uploaded, we'll have the link up there. Definitely check it out. It's a pretty funny video.
Yeah.
And then if not, then just go see our previous videos. We'll have it at the end. We're adding the videos. You can just click on it and go to the next video. So just keep doing that. Follow us on social media. We're on
everything.
Instagram. We're always posting what we're going to do next. So like recently I went to the pin convention. One of my friends wanted some pins. I got some for her. And yeah, just follow us. Leave comments down below.
Yeah, we love interacting with all of you. So
definitely subscribe.
That's it. We're out. Bye, guys. Okay. Wake up. Babe, it's recording. No?
I don't know where to start.